Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 18th of March 1981, and the title is The Way to Make Something That Appears Difficult to Be Easy is to Constantly See the Father. Today, Bap Dada has especially come to meet those from London. To meet means to become equal to the Father. What signal has Bap Dada been giving you since you came to him? Children, all of you elevated souls should become equal to the Father, the masters of all virtues and all attainments. You are even more elevated than the Father. You are the crown on his head. Have you become master almighty authorities and complete masters, complete with all virtues, equal to the Father, as you have previously been told by Baba? Only when you become equal to the Father at this time will you become those future deities who have a right to the kingdom. You are continually checking yourself to see whether you have yet become equal to the Father. Are you not? While keeping each virtue and power in front of you, check yourself as to what percentage you have become an embodiment of each virtue and power. It is easy to follow this instruction, is it not? Bap Dada is in front of you as an example. See the Father in both forms, the corporeal form and the incorporeal form, and continue to follow them. There is the saying, as the Father, so the children. Son shows Father is also remembered. The relationship between the Father and child is of the child following the Father. It is not difficult, but you make it difficult. If it were difficult, you would constantly find it difficult. Why is it that some find it easy and some find it difficult? Why is it that the same person would sometimes find it easy and at other times find it difficult? What does this prove? It proves that anyone who finds it difficult while moving along must be finding it so because of their own weakness. Even today, devotees sing the praise of the Father. Together with praising the Father, they still also praise you, great souls. You, worthy of being worshipped souls. Do you know how you are praised? To whom do souls go when a difficult situation comes to them? They either go to the Father or to you, deity souls. How can those who remove the difficulties of others find something to be difficult for themselves? What enters your intellect when you find something to be difficult? What is it that makes you feel it to be difficult? You are very well experienced in this. Instead of looking at the Father, you begin to look at the situation. When you get involved with the situation, many questions arise. If you were to just look at the Father, then because He is a point, you would be able to put a full stop to all situations. Situations are the tree, and the Father is the seed. Because you try to carry the tree of the expansion, you are neither able to hold the tree nor the Father. You put the Father aside and thus become unable to accommodate the tree of the expansion in your intellect. Then because you are unable to fulfill your desire, you become disheartened. The sign of someone being disheartened is that he is constantly complaining about one situation or person or another. The more he complains, the more he himself becomes trapped because all this expansion itself becomes a trap. The more you then try to move away from it, the more trapped you become within it. There can either be the Father or the situations. You have been listening to and relating things about situations for half a cycle. What do the Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana of the path of bhakti consist of? They are such long stories. When those situations arose, the Father was not there. Even now, when you become involved with situations, you lose the Father. What game do you then play? Hide and seek. You blindfold your third eye and then try to look for him. The Father continues to call out to you, and you continue to search for him. What happens eventually? Baba himself has to come and give you his company. Why do you play such games? Because many colorful things taking place within the expansion of those situations attract you towards themselves. If you were to step away from all of those, you would remain constantly an easy yogi. Those of you from London do not experience anything to be difficult, do you? Learn the way to keep yourself busy. When you don't have time for anything else, you won't go into the expansion of other things. When you are busy with a large program, then no matter what else is happening at that time, you would have stepped away from it all. At that time, you are only concerned about that service. You don't even think about eating or sleeping. You world benefactor souls should constantly keep the palm of the unlimited task immersed. Give your intellect such an unlimited task to do that you won't have time for anything else. Make a list of things in your daily diary to keep your intellect busy. Through this, you will automatically experience easy yoga. When you speak of this yoga, you say that it is easy Raja Yoga. You do not say that it is sometimes easy yoga and sometimes difficult yoga. Therefore, Bap Dada wants to see all you children stabilized in the form that you apply to the name. If, even after you have become Master Almighty authorities, you experience anything to be difficult, then when will you find it to be easy? If not now, then never. Therefore, to resolve this, make a program amongst yourselves. Meeting the London group. 1. Each and every one of you jewels is extremely loved and very precious because each of you jewels has your own specialty. This world task will only be accomplished with the specialties of each and every one of you. When you have cooked something, then no matter how beautiful the food you have prepared may appear, if you haven't put in basic ingredients like sugar or salt, that dish won't be worth eating. In the same way, for such an elevated task of the world, each of you jewels is essential. Everyone's finger is needed. Everyone's finger is shown in that picture. The task of world transformation will not be completed with only the fingers of the Maharathis because everyone's finger is needed. Each of you is a Maharathi in your own way. Neither can Bapdada do anything by himself. Bapdada and the instrument souls keep all you souls at the front. Therefore, all of you are absolutely essential and elevated jewels. You are the jewels that have been accepted by Bapdada. There is a memorial of how God's vision fell on a stone and that stone became divine. However, you are the elevated jewels that have been accepted by Him. Know the greatness and the value of your task. The praise of the Shaktis belong to you Shaktis, and the praise of the Pandavas belong to you Pandavas. Therefore, all of you are great souls. What is the sign of a great soul? The greater a soul is, the more humble that soul is. Great souls always experience themselves to be obedient servants. Your group is like this, is it not? The Shaktis from the Shakti Bhavan would be constantly remembering you form, would you not? You remember your stage according to your place. The specialty of a Shakti is to be a conqueror of Maya. No type of Maya can come to a Shakti because a Shakti rides on Maya. Shaktis are always shown holding a trident in their hand. What does this symbolize? The trident symbolizes your stage, the titles of the confluence age, such as Master Trimurti, Trinetri, Trikaldarshi, and Trilokinath, all indicate your stage and are symbolized by the trident. Do you have this stage in your awareness? Underline the word constant, because you have moved away from the atmosphere of the world. You have made your fortune very great. Bapdada is very pleased to see the fortune of you children. 2. Do you constantly move along while considering yourselves to be worthy of being worshipped souls? Worthy of being worshipped souls means to be great souls. What specialty do great souls constantly have? They consider themselves to be guests. Those who move along while considering themselves to be guests become great, worthy of being worshipped souls. Why? Because renunciation creates fortune. By considering yourself to be a guest, you become free from attachment to the building of your body. Nothing belongs to a guest. He is given everything to use for his needs, but there is no feeling of any of it belonging to him. Guests will use everything, but have no feeling of it belonging to them. Therefore, they will be detached and loving while using everything. While living at home, those who consider themselves to be guests will be loving and detached and use everything for service. You are such great souls, are you not? You consider yourselves to be guests, do you not? Today you are here, and tomorrow you will return home, and after that you will come down and enter your kingdom. This is the only concern you have, is it not? Therefore, constantly remain detached from your body. When you become detached from your body, you also become detached from your bodily relations and possessions. The stage of being beyond is such a lovely stage. One minute you come down to perform actions, and the next minute you go beyond. Do you experience this? Your non-living worship-worthy idols are kept in the temples. However, on the path of bhakti, the memorial of your confluence-aged stage of being beyond is still remembered. Though temples are built to Lakshmi and Narayan, would they feel them to be theirs? They are totally beyond that feeling. Those non-living idols that become worthy of being worshipped have no feelings of anything belonging to them. Therefore, you living worthy of being worshipped souls should also have the attitude of being guests. The more you have the attitude of being a guest, the more elevated your family and your stage will become. It is only for namesake that you are said to be the residents of London, because, in fact, you are all guests. Today, you are here, and tomorrow, you will be there. By just remaining aware of the two words, today and tomorrow, you can become aware of the whole cycle. You are such great, worthy of being worshipped souls. The faith and enthusiasm of you souls who live in London is great. You are not weak souls. When obstacles come to you, overcome them. You are not goats. You are lioness. To be a goat means to bleat constantly. I, I, me. The flag of the Shakti army has to fly high. Each Shakti has to be one who glorifies the Almighty Father. When the Shakti army comes onto the battlefield, there will be cries of victory. Where will the bugles of victory first be blown? In London or in America? Bap Dada constantly congratulates you loving children at Amrit Vela. He constantly sings the song, Vah, my children, Vah. Are you able to hear this song? Meeting the teachers. You are the decoration of London's service, just as there are the Queen's decorations in the London Museum, so too you are decorations of Bap Dada's service in his museum. You are constantly great and also constantly humble. This specialty not only makes you great, but it also makes the service you do great. You are all clever in harmonizing your sanskars, are you not? When someone doesn't know how to use his hands or feet physically, what do his companions do? They put their hand over the hand or the foot of the one who can't use them to teach him how to use them. So, what must all of you do? You must move forward, become cooperative, and by giving your hand of cooperation, you teach them the dance of harmonizing sanskars. You are number one in this, are you not? On the basis of this specialty, those who most perform the dance of harmonizing their sanskars and cooperate with Baba are the ones who will take the first birth with Sri Krishna and dance with him while holding his hands. You want to dance with him, do you not? The easiest way to perform the dance of harmonizing your sanskars is to become humble yourself and give others the elevated seat. When you offer your seat to others, they will themselves get off that seat and offer it to you. However, When you try to sit on that seat yourself first, others will not allow you to do so. If you make others sit on it, they will get off and make you sit on it. To seat others on that seat means to seat yourself. The lesson of you first should be very firm. Then you will be able to harmonize your sanskars with others easily. You will receive your seat and the dance will be performed. You will also receive the opportunity to perform that future dance. Therefore, this is such an easy matter. This is the truly serviceable group of London. The word servers is very sweet. Do you prefer the word teacher or server? Even the Father calls himself your obedient servant. When you call yourself a servant, you automatically become crowned. This is the way to become clever. There is much less labor, but so much greater attainment. Therefore, become the clever children of the clever Father. Friends, are you constantly moving along on the pilgrimage of remembrance and accumulating an income of multi-millions at every step you take? Those who earn an income of multi-millions at every step will be extremely prosperous. Do you experience yourselves to be such full souls? Have you received limitless treasures? Have you received the key to the treasure store? Do you know how to use the key? Does the key sometimes get stuck while you are trying to use it? This key is very easy to use. I am a soul who has all rights. The awareness of having all rights is the key to all treasures. Do you know how to use this key? You can take as many treasures as you want with this key. Whether you want happiness, peace, or love, you can receive anything you choose. Question: what weight should you souls lose in order to become powerful? Answer: your souls are carrying the weight of waste thoughts, words, and deeds. In order to finish this waste, constantly keep yourself busy in service. Increase your churning power. Souls become powerful by churning. Just as you increase the strength of your blood by digesting your food properly, and that strength works for you. In the same way, power in the soul increases by churning. Question: what very wellness mantra of the path of bhakti can make you constantly swing in the swing of happiness by remaining aware of it? Answer: on the path of bhakti, the mantra of hum so hum is very well known. You children are now able to experience the secret of hum so in a practical way. This mantra is for us. We Brahmins will become deities. We were deities, and we deities have now become Brahmins. It is now that we have become aware of this. When we see the images of the deities, our intellect is then aware that they are our images. This is a wonder. Constantly maintain this awareness, and you will swing in the swing of happiness. Blessing: may you be a special soul who as a bestower, constantly gives a special present to everyone. No matter how peaceless, unhappy, or distressed someone is, when he is given a present with a lot of love, that soul experiences a wave of happiness. A present is considered to be a symbol of love. At present, souls simply need a second's drishti, some help of love, loving feelings, or sweet words. These are the only presents they want. Therefore, only when you become a bestower at every moment and continue to give such presents can you be called a special soul. Slogan: to experience the consciousness of I and mine means to accumulate waste in your account. Om Shanti.